Good morning and welcome to this latest Lenten art meditation drawing primarily on works selected and curated by the wonderful sister Wendy Beckett. And gosh, it's great to be back with you live in the flesh rather than pre-recorded once again. A particular welcome to you if you're joining me for the first time today. This meditation will last no more than 10 minutes and is an opportunity over a short space of time to hopefully take a deep dive into a work of art during this season, this time of Lent. As we enter the fifth week of Lent, this week's theme is confidence, and a line of scripture to begin our week. I rejoice because I have complete confidence in you. 2 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 16. Today's focus or sub-theme is a vision, and today's work of art is by the French Fauvist painter Raoul Dufy. This is interior with open window, painted around 1928, which is a couple of decades after the first flowering of Fauvism, which sought to really bring a riot of colours to bear on the realism, the hangovers of realism from Impressionism. When we first look at this work of art, certainly for me, it can feel overwhelming. It can feel difficult to orientate oneself into its visual frame, what is going on. And that's partly because these colours really are so very rich and intense. And then one begins to recognise that we are, let's say, on the Côte d'Azur. We're certainly in a coastal setting, and there are two French windows open. Looking out, the left window looks out across the bay at the sapphire sea, and the right window looks out across at the beach and the town. Slowly we begin to find our place in this vision. Sister Wendy writes this: the experience of joy leaves behind it an awareness of our personal freedom. Windows have opened for us onto a vision that we cannot possess at will, but which, having experienced pure joy, we now know exists. And the windows remain open, even if we must, for the present, stay within. Dufy's double windows reveal the richness of the distant world, its gleaming possibilities, its actuality. The space we occupy may be, as in the painting, cluttered and even oppressive, but after joy, it is no longer imprisoning. And I guess for those of us who live in the UK, as we begin to contemplate not only the opening out of spring, but the possibilities of the easing of lockdown, we feel this tension between inner and outer, indoors and outside, in very particular kinds of ways. Speaking for myself, I know how oppressive this last time of lockdown has felt. And I felt that not least as a kind of cluttering up in my mind. Yet here we are, as pilgrims, as followers of Jesus Christ, who, as we undertake this pilgrimage through Lent, are invited to look out and beyond, to encounter the possibilities and the riches of joy. as I've spent time with this work of art, one of the things that I've begun to really enjoy about it is the sense of integration within it. Sister Wendy is right that we might experience our inner lives, the indoors of our lives, as cluttered and perhaps oppressive. But what I begin to discern in this painting is a kind of integration, that whilst those windows do offer a line of demarcation, nonetheless, the colours are in dynamic relationship with one another, that what matters less is the furniture and what matters more is the relationship of colours. And of course that's part of the power of what Dufy and the Fauvists achieved, is the pure delight of colour, of paint on canvas. Confidence can be found in the relationship, integrated and dynamic, between inner and outer. Sister Wendy adds this: we have glimpsed something greater in joy, something of liberating power, and we can have absolute confidence that there are no external obstructions to our movement out of limitation and into that freedom, into the freedom of God. So as we begin this 5th week of Lent, we do so in confidence and trust in the God who is perfect freedom, who wishes us to have the fullness of life. Thank you for joining me once again for this very short meditation. I hope you are able to join me once again tomorrow, live, and hopefully, and Deo Volente, as they say, live throughout this coming week. Until then, may you have a happy, holy, joyful, and confident encounter with the living God.